Ohanaeze gives condition for remaining committed to a united Nigeria. A faction of Ohanaeze Ndigbo worldwide have said that the only thing that will make Igbos to remain committed to the existence of Nigeria as an indivisible nation is when there is enforcement on ban of open grazing by southern governors through stiff penalties and sanctions to offenders masquerading as herders by day and terrorists at night. Also, measures to be put in place to curtail cattle conveyance by foot all the states of southern Nigeria. The Igbo socio-cultural body gave the condition in a statement made available on Wednesday. The statement, which was authored by the Secretary General of the Ohanaeze Ndigbo Worldwide, Mazi Okechukwu Isiguzoro, blamed secessionist movements on factors such as President Muhammadu Buhari's nepotistic appointments against principles of federal character, northern leaders' refusal for restructuring, marginalization and neglect of Southeast and this regime. Moreover, the association backed the Southern Governors' calls for urgent national dialogue of all ethnic groups by 1st October 2021, so as to discuss important issues and address fundamental questions that will strengthen the faith of Nigerians to reconnect with the leaders that had squandered the people's trust. Governor Uzodinma sacks Executive Council, the State Executives Council. The governor of Imo State, Uzodinma, has announced the dissolution of the State Executive Council, SAC. He, however, retained the commissioners for information, Honorable Declan Emelumba, that of Works and Housing, Chief Ralph Nwosu, Women's Affairs, Chief Nkechi Ugu, Sports, Chief Dan Ogu. Others are commissioners for finance, technology, and tourism. The sacking of 20 commissioners out of 28 commissioners that make up the council came just 1 month after the governor reshuffled his cabinet and appointed new commissioners for finance and health. It actually came as a surprise to the affected appointees, as there were no signs that the announcement would be made. Meanwhile, the chief press secretary to the governor, Nwachukwu Wike, who confirmed the development, said that the news is correct, that the governor wished the affected appointee well in their future endeavors. According to the spokesman, he said the reason is to infuse new blood and more value to the governance system of the state. Yeah, they want Obalofo. Insecurity. Politicians sponsoring killings of police in Southsouth. The Biafra Nations League, BNL, has alleged that most attacks in the southern region, especially in Akwa Ibom, River State, are politically motivated. The group said that some cultists who are being sponsored by politicians are hiding under unknown gunmen to perpetrate evil. BNL made this known while refuting reports linking unknown gunmen with Biafra agitation. In a statement on Wednesday by its deputy national leader and head of operations, BBS Media Ebute A. Takon, the group said it had come up with the conclusion that some of the attacks, especially in River State, Akwa Ibom, and some southeast towns, are carried out by sponsored cultists who are being used by aggrieved politicians. The group, however, dissociated its members from the recent attack on police facility in Etim Epo in Akwa Ibom, adding that they are not part of the activities of the so-called unknown gunmen. The group therefore warned River State Governor Nyesom Wike against creating confusion in the state by accusing Biafra secessionist groups of infiltrating the state and killing police officers. BNL then accused the governor of making inciting comments and reminded him that Rivers State has been a violent state since its creation, saying that people in the state can kill themselves over politics, and everyone knows that Rivers State is the center of political violence in Southsouth and number 2 in Nigeria after Kano. He clearly stated that Governor Wike is aware of that, but he's only using blame game tactics like he did over the crisis in Obigbo during a nationwide NSAS protest in order to exempt his state from Biafra agitation. BNL, however, said it will not condemn the attacks on police officers because of the crimes, atrocities, and evil of that Nigeria police have committed in the past. They also said that they would have condemned the violent activities of the non-government if they had killed innocent individuals who are not officers of the Nigerian security. Now let's get to the review of this news. Ohanaeze gives condition for remaining committed to a united Nigeria. Conditions that will make them to still be committed to the union. First of all, Ohanaeze has been recently been a bit vocal, more than the organization used to be ever since Nyamodo's tenure ended. Though there are 2 Ohanaezes now. So when you hear Ohanaeze, you will like to want to know which of the Ohanaeze is speaking. So this time around, the faction led by Engineer Chidi Ibem through Okechukwu Isuguzoro is the one speaking. Seems the 2 sides are trying to compete for relevance because most Igbos are focusing on World Igbo Congress. They are not looking at Ohanaeze again. So the Ohanaeze has to do something to be relevant again. Meanwhile, let's look at the matter. This particular Ohanaeze Ndigbo group, they are okay with one Nigeria only if, just like the other group led by Obigbo, so they are okay with one Nigeria, but they gave conditions. And part of the condition is that the southern governors must ban anti-open grazing, and movement of cattle should be curtailed, should be controlled too. And again, a very strict one. Under such condition, they are okay with one Nigeria. According to Ohanaeze, Buhari's government has been lopsided in its appointments. Southeast region is continually being marginalized. That is why, unless these things are settled, these things are being treated properly, they cannot believe in one Nigeria. So they are giving the government hints on why they will support or do away with one Nigeria. Well, Ohanaeze Ndigbo bodies are, in the past, they have been subservient to the North. Even these few points they read out here is not enough. It's like something, it's not a complete list. If these are just a few points, well, it's not complete. There are many things that need to be fixed, and if you look at what the North is saying, they are not ready for restructuring. They want Nigeria to continue like this, and that is why other regions are asking for a split. The North prefers, because it's benefiting them somehow. They always have the majority in the House. They are the ones ruling, and Niger Delta resource is being shared, and it's like they have the lion's share. They don't want to restructure. So Ohanaeze said unless things are done properly, and as I stated certain things, Buhari, nepotistic appointment and the rest, marginalization of Ndigbo, if things are not put in place properly, they don't believe in one Nigeria. Now let's get to Imo State. Governor Uzodinma sacks State's Executive Council. You know, in a video we shared yesterday, we hinted of this major shakeup that is coming, and which at the end of it might also sweep the deputy governor. You know, Nigeria plays silly politics. Meanwhile, Uzodinma is free to reshuffle his cabinet as he pleases. Most of those there he appointed. Our only worry has been that he's trying to outdo people who came to power on the same ticket with him. But what are we even saying? The two men, Uzodinma and his deputy, they are not qualified to be there, if not for the Supreme Court. I'm not even interested in their story. Let's look at another material. The issue of Wike and the unknown government issue in River State. A group, BNL, Biafra Nations League, is accusing Wike of trying to use that. The problem they are having in River State is the problem of cultists. Politicians are using these cultists to cause trouble. But Wike, just like he did in Oyigbo crisis, he blamed it on IPOB. He said IPOB people are the cause of, you know, there was this nationwide protest, NSAS, and police stations and several things were vandalized in the country. In fact, almost the major, there are major flashpoints, and most part of the country felt the heat. But Wike blamed that of River State on IPOB, and that was an opportunity for him to vent his anger. So this time around, this group, BNL, is warning Wike not to repeat what he did before. That these unknown gunmen are cultists, people who are employed by politicians to work for them, and they cause destruction. He shouldn't blame it on pro-Biafra groups. They are trying to caution Wike, because Wike is always looking for opportunity to strike on pro-Biafran groups. So viewers, please tell us what you think. Add your own contributions. Please be respectful. If you have not subscribed to our channel, subscribe. Click on the bell icon to get our updates anytime it drops. Bye for now.